Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and today I'm doing a reading on BTS member Kim Tae-Hyung, his love life for the next 6 months from June to December of 2020. And yeah, I got some requests from people to do a reading on Kim Tae-Hyung and Namjoon as well, so I'm doing that today. I also have some pick cards that are coming up very soon, so do check that out as well. And yeah, I have a giveaway on my channel right now, so do participate in that as well. So without further ado, let's start with the video. Okay, so I have already shuffled the cards behind the camera to save time, but I'm going to shuffle one more time in front of the camera and then we're going to start with the reading. I do want to give a disclaimer, guys, that I shuffle really weirdly compared to other readers. Other people kind of like shuffle like this. I just hate it. I always shuffle like this, so I just wanted to give that a disclaimer before we start with the video, that my shuffling is a bit weird, on the bit weird side, so yeah. But I do have to pause you right now and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying my best and trying to give lots of different content and actually taking requests from people. So I would really appreciate if you guys can subscribe and like this video, and also do comment down below if this kind of rings a bell, because I'm not a huge BTS fan. I do love their songs. Some of their songs are really amazing, but like I cannot call myself a proper ARMY. So yeah, please do let me know if this resonates or like if it rings a bell. And yeah, let's start with the video. Alright, so like I said, I have already shuffled the cards, but we're going to shuffle one more time and then we're going to split the deck in half to see what comes out for Tae-Hyung, or however you say his name, okay? What's going to happen to BTS in the next 6 months in terms of... Alright, okay, so let's split the deck. The first card, 5 of Cups, Magician. We're doing a 8 card spread. The 6 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the Star card, the 3 of Wands, the Devil card. I do think he is a Capricorn, so this could just represent him, or maybe he was in a toxic relationship or a toxic tie. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups at the front of the deck. Okay, so right off the bat I can sense the feeling that maybe he has some type of commitment issues and he's trying to work on his commitment issues, or maybe the relationships he was in weren't like the best, and he did have a lot of heartbreaks and lots of things happened because of like maybe people kind of portrayed him as like this player type of person, and maybe in the past he did have that characteristics of someone who is like not really serious in relationships. So I do think maybe because of those reasons his relationships in the past did not really properly work out, because he was like a workaholic, and he did have I'm not calling him a player or like a fuckboy, but I do think he had like some type of commitment issues, and he did have that quote-unquote player type of vibe to him. So that was definitely something that he did have to face, and people like the people he were in relationships with did kind of call him out on that, and how he was kind of like not really serious in the relationship. Like he was in a relationship but he wasn't like really serious about it. So I think that was something that people did kind of call him out for, and that did make him sad, like how everything, like if for some time I feel like he wasn't really aware where the problem is or how everything is kind of playing out for him, and he did kind of question whether it was like his personality, whether the way he's being in the relationship. So a lot of things kind of did play out for him, and he was kind of like very upset about those things in the past and like presently as well. So I do think in the next 6 months he's definitely going to work on his commitment issues and how he portrays himself in a relationship. He's trying his level best to heal from a lot of situations that has happened in the past for him, a lot of things that like weren't really balanced, and he's like trying his level best to balance those things out. He's probably gonna spend some time with his friends, and he's going to like have a good time to kind of get into a place where he's healed properly. And in terms of relationships, I do feel like he has like a toxic tie to someone, whether it's a past person, whether it's someone new. He definitely finds someone very intriguing, and he definitely has like this unhealthy type of obsession or like intoxication with this person. And I do think in the next 6 months he is definitely going to have this person in his mind, and maybe he's going to meet this person in some form of gathering, whether it's like award shows, whether it's like a friend gathering, whatever that is. He's definitely going to see this person on those occasions. But nonetheless, I do think he definitely has some form of commitment issues that he is trying to work on, as well as he's also trying to work on his music career as well, and BTS career as well. I do think maybe he's going to do some solo ventures in the next 6 months, like maybe a song on SoundCloud, maybe an Instagram cover, maybe a song of his own. But I do think he is very focused in his work as well. He's trying a lot of new projects. He's putting his efforts into new projects as well. So he is working really hard on a lot of things, and a lot of things are coming for him in terms of his career as well. So definitely that is also something that his mind is like split between. It's kind of like his mind is split between love and trying to fix those aspects that he has in terms of like love, as well as he's focused on his work as well. And I do want to give like this one prediction that I do think excuse me, I do think in the next 6 months BTS members are definitely going to have solo ventures or projects here and there, and he's like really excited and he's like really focused on those things because they are something that he has been working on for a long time, and he feels like really confident in the work he's putting into this type of works. So I do think there is something that is coming out for him in terms of his career. In terms of love, though, I do think in the next 6 months, it's like a healing process for him. He's trying to balance his emotions. He's going out with his friends. He's trying to have like a good time, and he's healing from those type of situations that has happened in the past. I do think in the past there may have been some relationships that were kind of unhealthy and kind of on the toxic side. And again, I'm sensing the fact that he has commitment issues. He has tons of commitment issues. He had commitment issues, and he's working his level best to fix those issues, and he's trying to better himself in terms of love. So he's working in the next 6 months. I do feel like he's going to work on his commitment issues to get to a better place. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to accuse him. I don't know him personally, but player card, like this magician card, to me is like someone who's trying to manifest things. But as well as whenever I see this card in like a love reading, it to me this means like player type of energy. But he's not really proud of this energy though. Like there is like some form of sadness, and it's like he's aware of his player type of tendency or his lack of commitment. So he is trying to work on this. The 5 of Cups in this case is talking about the fact that he is aware that things have been really bad, and he's aware, but he's also very hopeful because there are 2 cups at the back that are still standing, even though situations were like really not the best, and he was kind of sad, and he was kind of like his expectations were kind of let down by him and the person he was in a relationship with. But at the same time, there is hope. He is very hopeful that he can better himself, and he is very self-aware of his tendencies. So that in a way is a good thing. He is trying to work on his commitment. That's like the main purpose of this reading that I'm kind of sensing, that in the next 6 months I feel like he is going to be really focused on trying to better himself in terms of commitment. I do want to say that there is a toxic tie though. This devil card to me is representing his zodiac sign. He's a Capricorn. Maybe he's dealing with another Capricorn, but with the 3 of Wands next to it, I do think like he is thinking about someone that he has a really bad toxic tie. Maybe the relationship in the past wasn't the best, and he had to kind of like let that go because maybe there were like other people involved in the connection. Maybe his company kind of came around, or maybe the person he was with, or maybe he himself had other people around as well, like side people. So I do think there is a toxic tie, that he constantly thinks a lot, and there is a toxic tie. I do feel like there is a person in his life that maybe he's not in communication right now, but there is a toxic tie and they have some form of lessons that they have to learn from each other in a way. So that's also something that in the next 6 months I do feel, I don't see much actions, but I do feel like they are going to, he is especially going to think about this person a lot. But I don't see much actions in terms of what's gonna happen between him and another person, like I saw for Jungkook, that he was gonna go on some dates, etc. But for Taehyung or V, I don't see much action in terms of like dates or anything like that. At best, what I can see is like some social gathering, that he's gonna see this person again, or like some form of social gathering. But in terms of like actual actions or actual dates, I don't see that happening in the next 6 months at least. It's like more or so trying to better himself, trying to get to a better place in terms of commitment, focusing on his healing process, and just working. He is going to be really, really focused on his work. And he's going to be really victorious in that as well. Let's see. What else? With the Four of Wands at the end of the reading, I do think at the end of the year, like possibly December or the start of 2021, I do think he may get into a successful situationship with someone. Not necessarily as proper relationship, but situations are going to be much, much better compared to him at the moment. So I do think at the end of the year, or like possibly start of 2021, like early 2021, it's like the situations are finally getting better for him. His work life is doing good. He is finally healed from all of the situations. It's kind of like the 6 months is like the healing process and like kind of trying to figure himself out. And early 2021 and like the end of December time-ish, I think he's finally going to be successful, whether with this person that he has a toxic tie with or someone new, but he's definitely going to be much more in a happier place, much more mature, and those things are going to play out for him in like December or early 2021 in terms of love. But in terms of like other predictions, I do want to say that I don't see much actions in the next 6 months. It's mostly just healing and stuff like that. But do check out and do let me know if this resonates, or if BTS has any new albums, or if he is doing something new, because I don't really follow them that much. But I do want to give this prediction that I do think he's working on a lot of projects that are going to come out very soon, and he's really excited about that, and he's really confident about that. So do let me know if that rings a bell. And yeah, that's what I kind of see for this reading, guys. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. I tried to make it short and much, like I tried to put as much as detail as I can in that short reading, because I don't want to make this like a 30-minute reading or like a 20-minute reading, and I'm just, you know, just trying to make it lengthy, but I don't want that. So I hope that rings a bell, or I hope that kind of makes sense to armies all over the world, whoever is viewing this. If you have any other requests for any other members, please do let me know. The next members I'm doing are Namjoon and Jin. I'm also doing Mina of Twice's reading as well very soon, so do check those out as well. And yeah, I hope this resonates. Please do let me know, even if it's like negative, guys, I don't mind. Negative comment is also appreciated here, because that will help me grow as a reader. So yeah, do let me know if this rings a bell, if it resonates. And yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys can subscribe and like this video. That will mean a lot to me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.